All right, ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, I care, and Twitch, welcome. We have game 2. This is Arabia between SY and LoS. The winner of this best of 5 moves on to face Aftermath in the semifinal, while in the other semifinal, Tyrant and Finland will face off. That'll happen within the next few weeks. Last time, SY had a very tough start because they were lamed, and because of the poor maps, they still ended up getting the victory. We have Yo as flank, playing as Mayans for SY. The pocket is Vivi. Fat Dragon playing as the Ethiopians in the purple. In the yellow, you have Lix. Lix is playing as the Franks. Lix is up against Riot. So Riot again is the flank. Riot is playing as the Berbers. Dogal is pocket once again, and he's playing as Malians, which is an incredible pocket civilization. And then we have Miguel playing as Burmese on the flank. The map is Arabia, which, interestingly enough, means that they can wall up more than they could in Dust. And maybe this game will go on a bit longer. But, Dave, I think that all the teams got their ideal player positions here.
Yeah, I mean, look at the civs from LoS.
So
look at
strong.
those civs, dude.
They need
Berbers,
a victory.
Burmese, Malians, like, yeah, they must have just said, okay, we're just picking our best civs here.
Yeah, Berbers,
going with it.
Just so good once they get to Castle Age. They even have the strong scout rush, but when they get to Castle Age, they have the cheap knights and camels. They have the strong late game options as well with the camel archers. The pocket for Dogal Malians, they're eco strong. They have transitions out of their strong cavalier and camels into infantry, into siege. It's one of those civs that kind of does everything. And then you have Burmese. This is a civ that has been banned many times over the past year in these tournaments. Oh, it's possible someone called a restart, Dave.
I think they might have.
Yeah, because the host time is at 3:57. They have to call a restart before 4 minutes. Now, who would call it? I guess it could have been a Vil loss or anything really, but
I mean, we could have seen something lamed, or
yeah,
I can't see LoS calling it.
At least with their positions, right? Their positions for the civs are perfect, because Burmese, what they can do is so strong as flank. They can go man-at-arms, and with the extra attack, they can preoccupy the other flank for so long. And then this map for Miguel, he could wall so easily. He has a back stone, and he would have a safe gold.
Look at the map for Yo and the map for Vivi. Like,
yeah, all the maps are really strong. Yeah, it's true.
Lix is the only one that would kind of struggle, but still pretty good.
Okay, well, the game room, they haven't come back from the game yet. So I think they are continuing.
Maybe they paused to consider.
Yeah, they're probably
and Yo's actually going forward to lame. He's trying to get the elephant.
Yeah, so we'll probably see. Yeah, here we go. This is likely why Miguel has called it. Yeah, he sees the elephant running away. Now, Miguel, he has his scout forward. Remember last time Miguel got lamed and he stopped it. Will he be able to kill this eagle? This stutter that we're seeing is normal. Since there's a spectator delay, when there's a pause, it stutters for that spec delay. So once we get around 4 minutes, that will stop. We'll get to see the point where someone paused it. We'll get to see who paused it as well. Or probably considering, as you said, calling the restart because of the lame. Miguel could always lame the elephant. Yeah, so Brazil paused it. That makes sense. Miguel says, sorry,
they were
Miguel.
like, do you want to I'm being lamed.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, maybe Brazil said, hey, we have great positions, Miguel. Just find his elephant and then go man-at-arms and wall up. We have Malian's pocket. We have Dogawa's pocket, probably their ideal position. And we have Berbers on the other side, so Miguel's going to try and find an elephant. He just missed out on it so far. A good job from Mr. Yo, immediately running forward to steal this. Aggressive play, as usual, from SY. And Miguel can't find it. He's just unlucky. He cannot see that elephant. He's looking for it. He hasn't spotted it, and he's going the other direction. This would be tough if Yo is able to bring this in.
I thought he saw the lame. I really thought he saw... Huh.
Oh, I wasn't even talking about that. I thought he saw the lame as well. So not only is he sending the villager up here to find the elephant, But I was talking about his scout. Look his line of sight on the scout. So
we were both confused.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, that's definitely not good because he hasn't been able to add extra to berries and compensate. He's gonna maybe mill the zebra in the north and wall it in.
yeah, maybe. There's only 3 up there though, so milling that. I don't know.
Well,
man.
if he gets Yo's elephant, this is important. If he can see this elephant, he can snag it. Oh my god!
He can't. There's 1 tile.
This is just like we said. Sometimes you have a bad game, a bad day. Any of the teams of this tournament can win because of things like that. He did everything right. He looked in multiple areas where this elephant could be, and he just missed it. And he also missed out on seeing his own lane.
Looks like Ryu lamed one. I don't know if you mentioned that before.
I did not. I was too focused on that side. So Riot lamed a
one from Licks.
Yeah. Okay. So that's good for LoS. It's kind of even on each side. Oh, and Yo, how did he... Yo somehow ran in here and is stealing 2 goats.
Those right out from under the TC. Like, I will take these, thank you very much.
Miguel's trying to chase with the villager. Now, what Yo could do is he could just kill the goats with the eagle. This is going to be tough either way. Yeah, this goat is going to die. Both of them will die. Well played from Yo. Jeez.
Yo, what's up?
And Vivi...
Just going to kill some goats.
Vivi arrives with his scout as well. So Miguel forced to pull what Vivi did last time as the flank when he got lamed, and he's going to be forced to wall. He lost an elephant, and he has lost the goats. Wow. Riot on the way to Feudal H. So is Lix. Lix is actually ahead of him, even though Lix lost the elephant. Seems like we'll see scouts from Lix. A very strong play as Franks because they have extra HP on their scouts. I think we will see the same then for Riot. So scouts versus scouts there. Then we have Dogal, who's going with scouts from Pocket, and we'll...
Is Vivi going forward? What's he doing with those villagers? He's a long way away.
Wait, Vivi... Well, I don't see
He's
the
got
bill
4
save.
villagers near his base, and they're going somewhere. I don't know where they're going, and he's going up to Feudal. I think he's going forward.
He is going forward. What's interesting about this, Dogal has used the Palisade trick. He's placed Palisades on Vivi's gold. Maybe just trying to see how many gold, if Vivi was on gold at all, or how many villagers he would have on there. He hasn't spotted the forward vills from Vivi, so Vivi's going forward from Pocket. This is different. This is definitely different. It's got to be ranges then.
Couple lions getting in the way too. That's really annoying. This is what happens when you go forward.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you remember the one game Viper went forward with like 4 villagers and got them all killed by wolves?
He's like, what? What? I wish I would have been casting that game. I would have lost it. That was so funny. So, as you said, it's tough to go forward when the opponents are so far away. So this will take a long time for the villagers even to get to their destination. And Dogal, he's playing this standard. He'll have stronger eco. He's going for scouts. And the only thing that's not good for LoS is that they don't know the forward is coming.
Yes.
But it will take time for Vivi to do anything with this. I think this is a questionable decision, if you ask me.
It's a very Vivi-esque decision.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we'll see.
Vivi-esque indeed.
You got to play to your strengths, right? So we'll see. See if it pays off here.
So it's going to take time for SY to do anything with their attack. The exception being Lix, who can make scouts right away. But archers for Yo will need to mass. He's just now building the archery ranges. It's just...
Riot sees it. Riot knows.
He spotted it with the weak scout. The importance of scouting is always huge. And he knows a forward is coming now. And he's been able to tell that to his teammates. Yep, he sees the forward archery ranges. Well played.
They might be doing this because they see the civs from LoS, and they know that if LoS gets their ideal compositions, it can be really tough.
Yeah.
So maybe hit them early, hit them fast.
Yeah, and make it messy, I think. It suits their style to do something like this as well. The last time LoS, they tried to go aggressive, and it just didn't work out. SY was able to bring it back. There's one range for Vivi. He's making archers, of course, and he's going to build a second range. This does suit Ethiopians because they do have the faster firing archers, so This allows Vivi to go into a technology he would want, but wouldn't be able to use if he was going with Knights from pocket.
And SY walling up completely, all 3 players.
And good engagements there for SY. Lix killing a scout from Riot. And of course, Lix has extra HP on his scouts, which definitely allows Vivi time. Oh, Miguel's gonna sling. Miguel's gonna sling. He's getting coinage and he's stonewalling.
That might be a good counter to this.
Yeah.
Because he knows there's 2 players over there going forward. They're not going to go near his base.
Yep.
So maybe just support your teammate.
I think SY will have to realize this. They will have to realize this, and then my theory is if you know the one team is slinging, you have to do the same. Or we could see Yo send his archers here to join the fight, but can they get through Riot's base? He has a lot of walls right now, and he's a pretty good base to keep himself alive with this. And
he doesn't have any stone here, though, so he's going to have to get the stone if he wants to counter tower from Miguel.
Yeah, you're right. Both those stones are forward. And Miguel's sending resources to Riot. I thought he might send it to Dogao, so Dogao could have a faster castle and go Knights. I'm surprised he's sending resources to Riot, the guy he's being pressured.
This is super interesting here. I have no idea what's going to happen. A really interesting strategy from the Brazilians to counter this.
Yeah. I think it's a good decision. Now, Riot, as you said, can only build 1 tower because he doesn't have stone. He's choosing to place it here so he can keep the units out. The placement on it, not ideal because he is receiving hits from these archers, but he's microing his weak vills away. Is he going to be able to get this up? I guess that's too close to the walls, maybe? Oh, and Dogao engaging a bit too early as well. That tower, will it go up? Maybe just a bit of a distraction there from Dogao. Yeah, it will go up. Certainly a bit messy right now, as we're going to see another tower then from Vivi. It's going to kill all of these farmers surrounding the TC. This is looking good for SY. Riot's about to click the castle, though, Dave.
And Yo is in on Dogao as well.
Oh,
with some archers. That's really big. Dogao only has 1 scout in that stable. And now here comes Lix over to this side. And Vivi over here with archers as well.
Wow. Yeah, Vivi coming over to join the party. Lix realizing they're not going to be able to do anything versus Riot now. The towers have done some work, but they're not going to be able to push in there. They don't want to throw their army, so they're going to go right to Dogao. And Yo's just going to let him in. Lix is here attacking the palisade. All 3 SY players are going to be on top of Dogao.
Riot's not really doing anything with the scouts in the back of Lix's base either. He can't find anywhere to hit. And Lix might actually wall up before they get in there.
Well, we still have to keep in mind Riot is receiving Sling, and he's going to be in Castle Age well ahead of all the SY players.
He's into Lix's wall!
Oh, this is going to hurt Lix. Lix is going to need spears for this. And also, these scouts are going to have upgrades. Bloodlines from more HP. The more defense upgrades, the better here. 2 vills. Yeah, 1 tile. At the same time, Dogao, of course, struggling, Dave. He could only build 1 tower himself, and that's protecting his gold and his wood, so that's probably the best tower. Let's see if the sling be enough to bail Brazil out. Miguel not playing with his Burmese strengths. He's just slinging resources to Riot, so Riot can bring them out of this hole. Dogao needs to hold until the Knights arrive from Riot, assuming Riot will even come here. I think this could work.
Riot is doing so much damage in Lix's base right now.
Oh, God!
Oh, my God. That's like 5 villagers, dude.
Yeah. With just scouts. Just wait till the Knights arrive.
Holy.
And also, he's being extremely annoying with the remaining 2 scouts just running away. And he might be able to find another vill pick or 2 because there's bound to be weak villagers around. At the same time, Dogao, he has had to run away from his farms, but considering he was tripled, it was 3v1 here, considering that, he's actually done quite a good job to hold this. Riot sending his first batch of Knights right to Lix, and he's going to kill another villager on the wood line with these scouts. Could it be 2? No, I don't think it'll be 2. Oh, and Lix sending a villager forward. Don't
no, not the woman. Don't let her in. Ah!
Oh, Riot didn't hold the gate open, but now a knight is inside of his base. Wow.
What a betrayal.
Yeah.
Just delete her.
She should have taken one for the team there.
Now Dogal wants, I think Dogal wants to team wall between him and Miguel.
Yeah.
I think they want to get that set up so that that cannot happen again.
Yeah.
Where he gets 3v1'd.
Well, Miguel is now sending resources to Dogal, so Dogal can hit castle as well. It's going to be important because Yo is on his way to castle, and so is Lix, and Vivi's going to sling.
Is Vivi going to sling?
Yeah, Vivi's going to sling. I think it's really tough to recognize when someone is doing this. They wouldn't have known until Riot hit Castle Age, and everything is slowly coming back into Brazil's favor, so they're going to need to sling indeed. And now there's going to be a lot of pressure potentially at Lix's base because Vivi can't help. He's going to be sending resources, so only the flanks are fighting. And of course, Yo's going to want to upgrade his unit, so he's trying to run back home prior to Castle Age, so he can upgrade to crossbows.
Oh,
he's
Vivi's going up to Castle Age as well. Or he canceled it. Okay. I think he was very confused there.
Yeah.
Vivi clicked Castle Age, like, out of habit, and then he gave all that res to Lix.
Yeah, Lix was probably saying, don't you dare! I just lost 6 villagers to scouts, man! Don't you dare, send me the resources. He's gonna need it, and he is Frank, Dave, and the knights are now being created.
Those towers from Vivi as well
So
on Riot's
annoying.
economy, like, they've killed like 3 villagers, they've killed units.
Yep.
They're denying that stone, like, it's really annoying.
And we gotta give credit to Vivi for placing archers in the towers. Because if he didn't have his archers there, this would be very different. And yeah, you can tell he's paying attention to this. And he's building more towers. He wants to hold there. A smart play. Now remember that one hole that was in Lix's walls? Well, same thing applies. If Vivi has any holes in his walls here, he will be completely destroyed. He'll lose everything. So he just needs to quick wall behind and wait for some support. Now here comes Lix, and he's going to try and kill the knights, maybe kill the mangonels that Riot has. Riot trying to clean up his own base at the same time. Riot has 28 knights, full upgrades in defense. Now, where's Mr. Yo when you need him? Mr. Yo has a slower unit. He's getting ballistics. He could try and hit Miguel. Miguel, of course, only has 900 HP on his stone walls. It's still going to be difficult, though. Where do you go in this situation? SY still holding the front against Riot.
You can see how much that's annoying Riot by the amount of units he's investing to try and take those out.
And he's taking losses.
Yeah.
The pikemen from Lix killing the knights, and now the knights can go right into Riot's woodline. This will, at the very least, be a big annoyance.
And Riot is at the back of Lix's base now, and Lix doesn't have anything there. He needs to start making pikemen, send them back.
Yeah, and he needs to... This is the struggle, because the two people making military for SY are on opposite sides. And Yo has archers, which is so much slower. And Dogal doing a great job to signal and say, hey, this is where Yo's crossbows are. We need to keep an eye on this, but Riot once again all over Lix. So while he took some losses, he's been able to clean that up, or at least survive. There we go. That's what Lix needed, some quick walls on the houses. Not too bad in the end for him. He's still keeping knight production up, just barely.
Oh, Yo is having such a hard time getting into the game. Look at his KD.
3 kills.
It's just, yeah, he's just so slow.
And now, of course, Riot can just run away, and Lix is trying to quick wall them in, but it's not going to be fast enough. Well played from Brazil to use their speed.
Yo needs to attack somewhere. He can't keep doing this.
Man, if I'm Riot, I continue to do exactly what I'm doing. Attack the walls, make Yo think twice about running forwards. And Riot, finally, he's going to kill these villas, he's going to kill the archers from Vivi. He should be able to kill these towers. Still at 26 military. It's looking good for Brazil, Dave. Looking very good. In
Still, SY definitely has a chance to turn this around.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I think in Castle Age, we haven't seen all that much from Dogal in comparison to Riot. So if Lix can pile on the pressure and accompany these crossbows, maybe they can take a good trade. The issue is that Dogal is adding his own eco. He's at 65 bills. So with 65 vills, and no pressure being added because they have the team walls up, it'll just get easier and easier for Brazil to push this naturally without sling.
Oh no, Riot killing a lot of Lix's villagers.
Oh, Riot's
running around
so
with
well.
those knights. Yeah, he's playing really, really well.
And
using the sling perfectly.
Yep. If he's still receiving sling, he can click up to imp soon as well. Like, it is on SY to do damage. They have to do damage. Because if Riot clicks up to imp and still has these numbers, he'll hit Cavalier first. And it's going to be very tough. And I think Brazil's in the position to clean this up with so many knights.
Yeah, Lix is here as well. It's a lot of crossbows, though. If he gets in a good position.
On the hill, maybe.
On the hill in that little tile?
Yep.
Yeah, get in there.
That's a position that Riot cannot afford to fight in. He's on his way to the Imperial Age. But again, he has 28 units that he can't upgrade. Let's look at Yo's resources.
Is Yo going forward with a castle on Miguel?
He is. If you damage the slinger, this means that Yo will... Oh! Dogao is spotting it with the scouts! No! That's so smart!
Oh, jeez.
Just seeing that, Dogao does kill some of those villagers, but just seeing that is huge, because then he will know to send knights to deny that castle. Wow, Brazil on top of it, and look at this engagement, it's so tough to call. With so many knights from Brazil, Yo still has crossbows alive, but there's just not enough in the way of knights for Lix. At least I don't think so, Dave. I guess this is the time. This is when they need to take the engagement before the upgrades can come in.
There definitely is.
Yeah.
That's a lot of crossbows. Lix just has to manage his knights.
Oh god, the castle. The castle for Yo. Can he get it up? A tower now from Miguel. The castle's at 85%. Some of these villas are walled in. I think this castle's going to go up.
Yeah, he's going to get it.
Have they chosen the right moment?
Lost way too much there, though.
Have they chosen the right moment? Riot has a lot of weak knights here. I think right when they see Riot hitting imp, they will try and force a small fight to kill some more units. I love how there's some monks here for Riot to heal up his knights.
And look at what Vivi's doing. He's at the front of Dogao's base trying to lame the gold from Dogao.
Just so Dogao can't get the gold. Wow. It's almost worth it because you're just slinging, right? Even those 3 tiles would be a big pain.
He's laming the gold from Riot too.
What? That's so smart. Now, still, keep in mind, Miguel hasn't died yet, so he can still sling. But Miguel is going to soon find a second castle on his face. Yo is on the way to the Imperial Age. Riot's getting Cavalier. He can't fight until he gets that. Wow. If it comes down to the lack of resources for LoS, it'll be because Vivi has chosen to come forward to lame the extra golds. I've never seen that before, Dave.
No.
I've never seen that before.
Not in this stage of the game.
Yeah. I've seen that in a 1v1. I've seen that when
Yo might get a castle denied here. He's dropping it at a different spot now, and the knights are there from Dogao.
Dogao stopping that, but Lix is on the way to imp. So is Yo, and now this would be the time for Riot. He will clean up these crossbows. So good for Brazil. All the crossbows gonna die. Cavalier will complete now for Riot. And now Brazil, they need to push right back. And they're doing that. They're going to Yo's base. Dogao's doing so while he's on the way to imp. And then we're going to see another big push towards Lix. Poor Lix, man. He's been...
Ooh, Lix is in on Dogao right now.
Hitting the gold.
With the knights.
Wow.
And he couldn't escape because of the walls.
Yeah. So Dogao is on the way to the Imperial Age. Both of his golds are here and he can't take them. And the guy who's slinging him is under pressure. Now, I think if SY can hold versus Riot, they're in a very good position, but Riot can do so much damage. He has such a big window to engage in.
Yeah.
Lix wants to go into Halps, but he doesn't have enough pikemen. And Riot, he's doing exactly what he did before, splitting up the Cavalier. He's going to hit Lix's gold at the same time. Lix is in big trouble, and the only person that's there to help him is Mr. Yo. And Mr. Yo's on the other side having his own issues. His own struggles. Will this be enough? Lix coming back with the knights. That was in Dogao's base. Will that be enough? Seems like it will be enough to clean up most of these units, but Dogao arriving with camels, it's still messy. Mr. Yo, finding gold from Miguel. You see how SY is trying to win this just by paying attention to golds and map control.
And Lix has Cavaliers in his eco now. Wow, really rough for him.
What a game from Brazil. Yeah, I think that the Vil counts are pretty telling. Vivi, he doesn't really matter too much. It's 66 Vils for Lix, 96 for Yo, and
I mean, Miguel's dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Yo is killing Miguel. Miguel is forced to retreat into the back corner. But it's just Riot, man. Riot, 95 Vils, 45 military, Cavalier. It's so cheap for him to make them as well. And that is even before Dogao gets Cavalier. Maybe SY will take comfort in the fact that Miguel is dying and that Vivi is just fine, but I'd say Lix is pretty much dead here. Like, he's lost the TC on the front. He's gonna go below 50 villagers. And Miguel actually has more Vils than him.
And he doesn't have many helps queued up in those barracks.
Yeah, he just doesn't have res. Miguel's on the way to Castle Age now, so I think they realize they have an advantage, so they're gonna try and get Miguel in this. He had to rebuild a new TC to click the castle, of course. And I don't see if they're... I don't see how Lix can survive this.
No, he can't.
Yo doesn't have the speed. He has plumed archers and halbs, and that's going to take a long time. Dogao is already too much for him to handle. Dogao's just waiting in the center, trying to cut off any reinforcements to save Lix. And I don't care how many resources Vivi has, it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough to keep Lix in this game, and I think Brazil...
Oh, Vivi's economy now, too.
Oh, God! Yeah, this has got to be it, then. This has got to be it, Brazil. Likely going to take game 2. Lix at 41 pop, Vivi at 60 pop. It is 150 for Dogao, 165 for Riot, and Miguel is going into the Castle Age. It's not going to get any easier for Vivi as Riot has played amazing, man. He's not just hitting in one single spot. Every single time he arrives to a base, he's in 2 positions. He's used the sling to perfection.
Yeah, he's been really mobile with those knights.
Look at the KD. 260 kills, 100 deaths. Well played, and well played, Brazil, to think about the sling, because without the sling, I think they would have struggled. Yeah, there's just no way. Yo can't even push on the other side. Dogao's going into Malian Champion with the high Pierce armor with the Cavalier. I like it a lot. The Champ Scarls. And as long as he finishes off the Halps, Riot can use his Cavalier versus the Plumes. It's all on Yo at the moment. It's pretty much 1v2. I think it's just a matter of time till Brazil figures this out and tries to kill him. But Yo does have 63 military, so...
Vivi repositioning his TC even farther forward.
Oh, God.
I am the dragon!
Oh, jeez.
Oh, man. Yo's doing work, but
yeah.
It's not enough. Unless they leave Lix completely alone for like another 10 minutes, and Yo can hold.
Well, it's not just
much...
the fact that Lix doesn't have Vils now. It's that Vivi can't afford to sling. He doesn't have resources, so...
Yeah.
I don't see how Lix can ever make his way back into this, seeing as Brazil in such a good position. Almost 200 pop for Riot now. It would be quite a comeback if SY were to win this now. It would be pretty much all Yo. Yo would have to sling, and he would need to fight. Which is just not doable. Now, Yo's kill death ratio very strong. His composition is strong. Riot going to send his Cavalier forward, and he's going to try and hit Yo's economy as he knows that Yo is pretty much on his own. Yep.
Yeah, there's holes all over the place there. He can get in.
And that might be the moment where SY realizes, okay, Yo is fighting on his own. I'm not going to be able to do this. Now, does Yo sense this? He's trying to wall this off. He is walling it off. He's going to keep the Cavalier out. He's still pushing forward. questioning the champion decision now for Dogal. I feel like had he gone Onager,
why is Riot going to Vivi? I guess they want to defeat Vivi.
They could easily do so, in all honesty.
He's sending all of his stuff over there.
Yeah, he has a little farming economy in the corner here. He's building a new lumber camp. He won't have a TC soon.
Like, is that a mistake to send all your military over to the guy who's still in feudal?
Pretty sure Yo just sent resources. Yeah, Yo just sent resources to Lix. 1,000 wood, 1,000 gold, 1,000 food, and Lix is going Paladin.
Big fight for Yo here too.
Yeah, it just seems like Yo has not been stopped yet. He's building another forward castle. And Riot, he's killing a guy who's pretty much already dead. Has Vivi now been the meat shield? I still think it's just impossible for Brazil. They have no trade. They won't have a trade
Paladin
route.
coming in from Lix?
It's not, surely they can't come back from this. Yo is fighting and slinging resources. This is so difficult to do.
He's got the right civ for it.
Yeah, you're right. I think the big deal is that Brazil can add trade, and you already see it now. So it's going to be more and more difficult for Yo and for Lix because they don't have well, Lix doesn't really have economy. I would agree though. At the very least, it would have been good for Riot to send his Cavalier back to this fight where Yo is, instead of sending it to Vivi. Because you could have sent 2 Cavalier to Vivi and killed everything.
Or kill Lix.
Or kill Lix, yeah.
Or hit Yo's economy. You don't really need to hit Vivi at any point, right?
If Dogal had gone Onager instead of going for champion, this could have been a lot better for him. He's lost a lot of units, but he is holding, and that's really all that matters, as they will have the trade.
And Miguel's going to be in the game here. He's going up to Imp. Okay.
Yeah, Miguel will go up to Imp. Miguel has 76 pop. He could go Onager if he wants. He could go with Erenbai. Dogal is researching Onager now. I feel like it's just a matter of time now, but I'm surprised SY isn't dead yet. Vivi's at 17 pop. What is he up to?
He's fine. He's fine. He's farming.
Yeah, this is fine, chat. Oh, he rebuilt his TC where he had his farms before. Okay, he just ran back to his base. I would lose my mind if Brazil throws this, and it would be a throw as well. I just don't see how that's possible.
Castle coming down from Yo on the gold from Miguel.
Yeah.
I don't know, with the Onager now, it's going to be tough for them to push in there.
Vivi, every single time he gets gold, he slings it to Lix. It is all on Lix and Yo now. Lix has 76 vills, but he probably doesn't have many gold piles left. Well, actually, he does have gold piles left because he lost all his vills on the gold earlier. Onager now for Dogal. I'm just still mind blown that SY is in this game.
Yo has to be careful here, man. Yo's got to be careful in there.
Yep. Is there a new Maganel? No, there's not a new Onager coming out of that Siege Workshop. So Brazil's adding trade. This game should be over. Yo's at 180 pop. Lix is climbing. He has 50 paladins. There's just no way, right? There's just no way.
There's no way.
They have to add trade
If they
now.
lose this game...
Oh my goodness. This would be one of the most stubborn comebacks I've seen if this happens. Now, can Miguel afford to make military, or should he sling resources to Dogal so Dogal can go Siege Onager? I feel like he should go... I feel like he should still sling... Oh, he's gonna go Elephants. Okay.
Elephants. Yep.
And
Lix is in with Paladins.
Yeah, he's in.
At the backside of their base.
Also, if they're running low on gold, they could always... Oh, the quick wells from Miguel! So sick! If they want gold, there's a little bit left in Miguel's space, I guess. But I think Brazil's transitioning now. We're seeing transition from Cavalier to Camel Archer, which is that ranged unit that Brazil needs. And then we'll have Elephants as the melee. But this engagement, again, so strong for Yo and for Lix. And Dogal's on the back foot repairing his castle. What is happening, Dave? And now the Paladins from Lix going into the trade route. And I don't know if Riot has the crucial number of Camel Archers yet to deal with this. I guess he's gonna go after the Lumberjacks first. The micro from Yo to avoid the Onager. Are you speechless now, Dave? Because I'm getting there.
No,
I still feel like there's no way they can come back.
Oh, there's no way. Like, Brazil... Now they've got Camel Archer as well. Like, Brazil has so many options here. So many things that are looking good for them. And
as
soon as SY loses a fight, they're done.
Yeah, oh, I agree. Dude, the reason I think there might be a slight possibility now is because I've said there's no way for about the last 20 minutes. But finally we see the elephants from Miguel, and this is what Brazil is looking for. As you said, that one big fight, the Camel Archers are here, the Cavalier, the Onagers. I think that the elephants will be able to deal with these pesky plumed archers. And here come the Onagers. Now this has got to be it, finally. Jeez, man. Like, Yo can micro, but he's going to have to run back, and that is not what they need
Unless
right
all
now.
of the Onagers die.
Yeah. Lix using the Paladins to kill the Onagers.
Man, what?
Oh my god, the crazy game. Vivi's on the way to Castle Age! Vivi's on the way to Castle Age!
Yeah, he's sending 2 villagers forward as well. I've been watching them for a while because I want to see
he might go. Watch him go with monks. Watch Vivi be the guy to go with monks here.
Oh, against elephants?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
That's got to be what it's for. Vivi
doesn't have the gold for that, though.
24 bills. Honestly, if I'm Vivi, I just start putting all my gold into trade and then slinging that gold to my allies. It takes so long to do that.
Yep.
We have Trebs from Miguel now. I'll tell you what, Brazil should win this game, but if they do, it has not been convincing.
No, it hasn't. It hasn't inspired me at all.
Exactly. If anything,
I have no confidence in them going forward now.
If anything, SY has got to be saying, wow, we should have lost that game at the 25-minute mark. So this is looking pretty good for us going into Game 3. Now, Chivalry
Look at the
was
populations
researched.
from Yo and Lix now.
Yeah,
like it's
getting
climbing. Up there.
It's climbing. Since Chivalry was researched, the stables produce 40% faster now for Lix. Lix has the gold, again, because he had some left over in his base. Now, I think that Lix needs to wait to engage with his paladins and wait for the halbs to arrive from Yo. They're gonna take out the castle from Miguel. Miguel's trying to repair. He's losing so many elephants. The castle will die and the castle will stay up for Yo.
Okay, finally we get a counterattack from Riot. He's sending camel archers and camels out.
There we go.
And he's going to be able to do a lot of damage. That's what they needed to do.
Yeah.
Like, Riot needed to be attacking, not helping over there.
He kind of stopped what was working so well for him early on in the game.
Yeah.
And yeah, here we go again. And look how devastating this will be because SY has everything forward. They have no way to defend this. And yes, the camel archers can get into the trade, which has just begun for SY. And Vivi, he certainly can't defend himself from anything. He's sending forward more villagers. He did build monasteries, but I almost feel like the gold that he's going to be putting into monks would be better used with Lix paladins. Yo has had exceptional micro, considering he's been around so many onagers and elephants. But yeah, I think the castle will go down for Yo. Brazil has got to be pissed off now. I would be so annoyed that SY hasn't died yet. They pretty much defeated Lix and Vivi. They took them down below 50 pop.
What is that saying? What is dead may never die.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones. They were
man.
dead.
They were
They're
dead.
still not dead.
It makes me seem like an idiot to say that they are dead because I've said this so often, but I still think they're dead. The trade is now getting picked off by the camel archers.
Look at the walls from Dogao going down across the middle of the map. Like, they're just gonna slowly push out here.
Yep, and I think Lix, now that he's forced to come back to clean up the trade, it'll make it so difficult for Yo, and there's Brazil slowly getting Miguel's base back. And populations as a team are just much stronger for Brazil. 167 is the lowest, and that is Miguel. And then the lowest for SY, of course, is Vivi at 42. But wow, still, an impressive game. It had you on the edge of your seat here. You didn't know who was going to come back. Or who was going to come back. Who was going to win, sorry.
Vivi's walling off, man. They want to play this through. He's walling off, dude. He's like, I will get back into the game.
And watch, if SY ends up finally giving this up and resigning, Vivi will be the last to resign. He won't give up.
He's also, like, hilariously, I think he's taking Yo's secondary gold, or one of them. Like, I think he's just like,
yeah,
screw you.
One of those guys you play with in a team game and get pissed off at. This is my gold. But yeah, now that Siege Onager's coming in, there's no way. There's just no way. This is over. Siege Onager will kill the plumes. Elephants kill the plumes. Camel archers raining down hell from behind, and the castle's going down for Yo.
Some amazing military control from Yo throughout this
Seriously,
game as well.
Yeah,
like, really good. I say that as he's getting surrounded by elephants, but whatever.
Yeah, he runs away, and now Lix arrives.
Oh, all the onagers are gonna go down.
He's gonna kill the
Lix
onagers
is
and
here.
the trebs. Man,
that was so much gold there.
This is a big showing of what SY is capable of, and also this is making Brazil fans uneasy about the next couple games.
The dragon
today.
has 61 villagers now.
I want them to come back so much. How sick would that be? I don't know what is happening. This has shattered every bit of knowledge I know about Age of Empires team games. Just throw it out the window, because this should not be a thing. This game should have ended well over a half hour ago. Vivi's on the way to Imp! Oh my god!
One trade card for him as well. Let's go!
Oh my god!
Lix is going into coinage. I think he's like, alright, we need our best player in the match. Let's go.
Oh my god. I mean, they're behind in trade, they're out-teched, and still Vivi, the fat dragon, on his way to the Imperial Age. And still, I say, there should be no chance for SY. There should be no chance of stopping this. But somehow, they are just trying to hold and hold and hold. Man, what a team, dude. What a freaking team.
This is actually retarded.
This is ridiculous. this is ridiculous. Now, I'm serious. If they win this game, it'll be the best comeback I've ever seen. I know I say that a lot, like, oh, one of the best games ever. But no, this game would be the best I've ever seen if they can come back.
They were dead. They were dead.
I
don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible.
I still think they're dead. The fact that
they need to get rid of that hole in the wall right there near the elephants.
Like, the fact that they're still in this is a victory in and of itself. Look what they have turned this base into. So many elephants, they just can't counter this, surely. Camel archers kill the halbs, and the elephants kill everything else. They are through.
Don't worry. Vivi's got a monastery, it'll be fine.
Oh yeah, Vivi will convert the world with the monastery. Oh man. Burmese elephants have the extra armor as well. I think this... I mean, SY can't run much further. Yo's
they've got so much. They've got like 150 army here. Yeah, GG.
There's the GG.
What a hold,
oh
but they just couldn't.
Gosh.
Couldn't quite get there. Well played from all the Brazilians at the beginning.
Oh, for sure.
And then in the middle, they kind of, I think they prioritized maybe the wrong things. A little bit. I mean, they were playing safe, so who's to say? And well played by Yo as well. Really well played by Yo.
I can't get over that game. It's funny because there was no surprising result, and yet I am completely surprised. No comeback. We expected SY to die at the 30-minute mark, and somehow they lasted 1 hour and 10 minutes game time. If I'm Brazil, I'm not confident going into the next game after how that played out.
Well, say what you will about Brazil, but they did play it. They did wall their trade. They did get their trade going.
Exactly.
They got Miguel up to Imp. Like, they did all the right things. I think any other team other than SY would have resigned there. and it would have felt like a good win, like a good
Exactly.
safe
You're right.
win.
You're right. It came down to the stubbornness from SY.
Because they did play smart. Like there was a few decisions from Riot going to Vivi when maybe he should have attacked someone else, but other than that, like they did play pretty smart. So you got to give them credit there.
Yeah,
they made the safe play.
They did play it safe. It was, I guess, the execution after they should have finished the game off. That was what was questionable, but they did everything right, adding the trade and the sling as well. That was the big talking point, was the sling to Riot. And the way he played this game was exceptional. 600 kills for him. Here's the resource difference. Like we said, more trade than for Brazil after the big advantage they had. And we are going to see Game 3 next. Game 3 will be on the map Step. One of my favorite maps from the tournament coming up. All right, go ahead, man.
Be right back.
All right, chat. So if you didn't notice, I have the quiet.